Farmers are having to worry about space junk.
Yep. 8 billion people on the planet. How many do you think own a piece of space junk?
Would you throw it back over the fence or would you keep it?
And unloaded 50 Nerf darts at her while she was working.
Space stuff.
Yeah, space junk.
We all know how to use them.
Yeah.
And then space junk comes hurtling towards our garden. Yeah, exactly.
The Helpful Gardeners, the podcast that digs into the buzziest plant trends and news you need to know, regardless of your growing zone. Colin is a skilled horticulturist with decades of growing experience across Canada. Brandi is the greenest of green thumbs with a love of asking questions. Welcome to our garden nook.
You will never guess what I found in my garden the other day.
Well, no, not...
I don't even know if I should give you... Do you like 20 questions?
Sure.
Okay, that's too long for the podcast.
I know. Okay. 4 questions. Shrinkflation.
Okay, I'll give you 4 questions.
Was it organic?
No.
Was it valuable?
It's a good question. What's your
Okay, was
scale
it,
of that?
like...
Maybe no.
Was it
I'm
garbage?
going to say no.
Okay, no. Like garbage, something that we associate, like something you would put in the garbage can, like a chip wrapper or something like that.
Maybe eventually.
Was it metal?
No. Okay, you're
Damn
out.
it. The moment you said not organic and like maybe garbage, maybe not, like maybe valuable, I was thinking, did Brad leave a car part? That's where I was going. So.
The lawnmower. No, I see why it's 20 questions now. You need more than 4.
Yeah.
No, I found Nerf pellets.
Is somebody challenging you to a Nerf war?
Maybe. I know. It's kind of...
it's on.
You're kind of like thinking like, what is this? So
Yeah.
I was just like looking out.
Front yard or backyard?
Backyard. So I looked out. I was making coffee. And then I looked to my right and then something bright blue caught my eye and it was in my lawn and it was like, and then I saw another one and then another one and then another one. And I'm like, what is going on? Like we don't like Bennett's not doing Nerf stuff. Like he's 3 months old. Yet. Like
Exactly.
if he is, then there's some boss baby going on around my yard. I don't know. And then I remembered there's some kids in the house behind ours. You know, they have like a trampoline. They're outside quite a bit. And so sometimes we'll see some stuff travel over the fence and into our yard. Sometimes we'll also see it in our neighbor's yard and the other neighbor's yard because we can kind of see them all. What would you do? Would you throw it back over the fence or would you keep it?
Throw it back over the fence.
Oh, you would?
So our neighbor, they got a dog. Quite often, we find one of the dog's balls over the fence. And I think their kid's throwing it up, bouncing it. Straight back over. Now, if my kids were, if the kids were being horrible, and they were shooting the Nerf gun at like animals or trying to damage something, then no, I'd be like, sorry, that's the price you pay.
Yeah.
But if it's kids horsing around and a couple of darts come over, they're going right back over.
Okay, but here's another question. What if it's not theirs? He's literally just putting it back over the fence and
you're throwing garbage at it.
and it's not actually theirs.
Though, at least the blessing is then, no matter what, like I could understand it. Okay, so say it was a car part, and you're launching like a carburetor over the fence.
It was actually Brad this whole time.
But finally, kids are going to complain over free Nerf darts.
True enough. I don't know how valuable they are.
Yeah.
But
Nerf darts always have value because as somebody who played Nerf and so, this has nothing to do with gardening, but I got to tell this story. So Harry, like a lot of kids, really wanted some Nerf guns.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this is epic. I get to buy him Nerf guns. Mm-hmm. So we bought him the one that has the big like Tommy gun drum roll on. I think it held 50 darts.
Oh my gosh.
And you cranked it and it was like rapid fire. Had some simple rules, okay? You only shot at people who were aware that they were playing the game.
Okay.
Okay? You didn't shoot it around the house because you could break something, but you could shoot it in your room. I even set up a target for them. One day I'm at work and I got a call from Jenny. She's like, when you come home tonight,
oh no,
take all of his Nerf guns and break them, give them away. I don't know what had gone through his little mind. He was only 7. And he burst into Jenny's office with his gun and unloaded 50 Nerf darts at her while she was working.
And knowing Jenny, like she's a photographer, her head would have been in the monitor, not.
Yeah, and he just unloaded all 50 like. Bah, 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 bah. Anyway, I found a compromise. I hid the guns. He got told off because, gun safety. Anyway, he earned them back. But
oh my gosh.
My point there is after he fired the 50, normally it didn't matter where they were. You go to gather them up and you've only got 46.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was like the missing socks. Exactly. You probably missed a bunch.
So because they go behind the couch.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nerf darts always have a value.
So you're saying I could take the Nerf pellets, go to the front door and say, you could have these back for $5.
Yep. Have them in a bag and be like, $5 for the bag or $2 each.
Hey. Well, let's talk about something kind of related to junk that you find in your yard. You found a story out of Regina. Actually, it's really interesting how farmers are having to worry about space junk in their fields. What?
Yeah, and did you see the picture of the chunk that was in the field?
I'm going to include it in the podcast, but more so in the podcast notes. So go over to goldenacre.ca/podcast and we'll link it. You can actually see for yourself how big this piece of junk is.
And when you look at everything big picture, everything kind of, we can assign an importance. Like it's important that we have satellites. It's important that we explore space and we've got all of that. But eventually what goes up needs to come down.
Yeah, there is gravity.
And then they're breaking up over farmers' fields. And I mean, the size of that piece, the way it showed, it had to have done damage to the land. It had to have done damage to the crops.
Yeah.
God forbid it hits machinery or a person or livestock.
Yeah.
You know?
And how do you even know who it was,
Yeah. And that's who takes responsibility.
Yeah.
Like where's any compensation? And it's funny that they can track basically exactly where it's going to hit. Like, this is the path.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah, that's right. They actually show possible reentry locations of a Starlink satellite in September. I think this was done in 2024, so just last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can actually tell, that's a lot of science. It's a lot of math.
Yeah, a lot of math. More math than I'm prepared to do.
Yeah.
I struggle being you grow 144 seeds, and if you do that twice.
Well, I'm like, okay, so, sure, do you call the farmer and you give a heads up? What if this lands in, say, a city, in someone's backyard? What if I had more problems than Nerf darts in my backyard?
As far as I know, and again, this is straying away from the farming side, as far as I know, when a satellite or a lunar pod or a capsule or something that they're bringing down, they kind of know, it's going to run out of battery or run out, its usage is going to be over. Where can we bring it in safely? And they plot the area. So if it's over, say one of the most densely populated parts of Canada, say it was Toronto, Mississauga, Kitchener, Guelph, Hamilton, they'd be no, we cannot do that.
Right.
Because you couldn't even risk that you're going to hit the Great Lake. I mean, that path that they built, that path wasn't a few kilometers. It was basically Saskatchewan to the Pacific coast off of BC.
Yeah, exactly. It was, big difference, big distance.
It's not we could drop that safely in grassy lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big area and they don't know exactly how it's going to break up. It's got to be very frustrating and maybe worrisome for the farmers.
100%, especially seeing as they probably don't have a say in it.
No.
It's kind of like that whole not in my backyard, and so farmers are just it's going to happen.
Yep.
And it's hard enough to farm.
I don't even think the country's got a say in it. As far as I know, Starlink is Elon Musk. Okay, so that definitely is not Canadian. Definitely wasn't launched from Canada, but we're part of the cleanup.
Did you know he is Canadian?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
He's South African, but his grandparents were Canadian.
Yeah.
There's a Canadian tie-in.
Yeah.
But if that launched from America, what happens?
Yeah.
No, maybe.
Yeah. No, you have a totally valid point. Yeah. I mean, what was it in the article? There's more than 8,500 Starlinks in orbit now.
Yep.
And so if you can imagine maybe a small problem now, but perhaps over time, if they don't have more regulations in place, that could become an even bigger problem. And it's what if Canada gets all of them because we happen to have a whole lot of space?
Yep, exactly.
Right?
And maybe it's, the size of our country. We're located in the Northern Hemisphere. Again, I don't know. I'm not going to profess to know that much about space stuff.
Yeah.
But it does seem...
space stuff.
Yeah, space junk. I know they try a lot of times, and for better or for worse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything we can argue here, none of it sounds awesome because they try and drop a lot of it in the ocean.
Even better.
Exactly. At least on land, farmer will see it. He'll pick it up.
We're going to train dolphins to find them.
Exactly. Don't give them any ideas. But, there has to be some compensation because if there's even a 1% chance that that's going to hit your barn or your house or your livestock.
Good point.
Okay, you crush an area of corn. Okay, that sucks. Probably not that hard to write a check for it. Okay. But when you start talking about life, death, property damage,
sure,
it's a big difference. So,
100%, especially as it gets more popular. I know part of the article says that satellite pieces that fall in the mountains of British Columbia or in northern Quebec, so it does happen in more than Saskatchewan, likely never to be found. But because prairie farmers are out harvesting, it's the perfect time to find possible debris.
So
it's not just one piece. It's like
and
debris.
we're littering everywhere. And then there's another question.
Yeah.
You've only cut grass once, or did you cut it a second time?
Once.
Well,
I'm not proud of it.
You're like, I got it on camera. I'm good.
Did it for the gram, and that's it.
I've got documented proof. There it is. I used to love when I was landscaping, and if people had dogs. There's nothing more fun than pushing a lawnmower over a tennis ball.
Oh, because it would just go wherever.
It goes bonk, 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 and then it fires out the side. It's chopped up, so it doesn't get a ton of velocity because the wind resistance.
Sure.
But it makes such a fun sound, and then it flies out. And it's like, ha, ha, ha. But... that being said, I've also clipped things that weren't tennis balls with a lawnmower. I hit one time, it was one of those water main pipes sticking up, bent the entire crankshaft of the mower.
Oh, no.
Yeah, had to take the mower into the shop, the whole 9 yards. The farmers are out harvesting. The corn is, the hay, the wheat, whatever, and they're driving a combine harvester over that. What if they pick that up and it's sending out shrapnel everywhere? Like, if
you're a farmer, let us know if your combine could take space junk, or if that would actually be, because those are probably, if you get a John Deere, for example, that would be super expensive to replace.
But when I broke that mower, so we had 2 mowers and a trimmer. We'd go out, we did some pretty big properties, but we were down a mower for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Everything got slowed down.
Oh, you're right.
So they break their combine harvester during harvest season. They don't have time to wait for a check or another combine harvester.
Right.
They need that work done yesterday. If they're a farmer, it's always need it done yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
What are they meant to do?
Call in a friend and then pay extra money, which is not great either.
And then again, who picks up that check? Because it's not fair that the farmer picks it up. If you're going to take the responsibility and you're going to put up a satellite for your company for private measures like opening an oil well in Alberta, then you're responsible for closing it down properly too. But a lot of them don't.
Or maybe they are and we just don't know the whole story. That could be a thing as well, right? So maybe there is some regulation, and all it is that maybe this article is just saying, hey, here's some awareness that it is happening.
I hope so.
Yeah, yeah. And what did they say also? They said that if you... see space junk, then you can contact the RCMP in Canada.
Okay.
With safety concerns and specific, reporting. If you have pictures or anything, you go, get this. Space junk at outerspaceinstitute.ca.
Okay, so there's a whole thing for it. Okay,
sure.
Which does imply that there will be compensation and a support network.
Yeah, exactly. I think even in the article they were saying if farmers or anyone else finds a piece of metal or carbon fiber that doesn't appear to have come from farm equipment, send her photographs for identification. The debris could look melted and burned, and then you just send it to the RCMP, and then they'll handle it from there.
The thing is, though, I do now the flip side of that, because again, I don't want to get all heavy on it. if I found space junk, I'm not telling anybody.
Why?
Because I want to keep it.
But you would keep it?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
For what reason?
Because it's cool. 8 billion people on the planet. How many do you think own a piece of space junk?
All I'm thinking about is maybe Nerf guns are becoming a good thing, because then if we're all armed with Nerf guns, we all know how to use them, and then space junk comes hurtling towards our garden. Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing, right? If that was a value in a Nerf dart, that has to be a value in space junk.
Exactly.
So knock on Elon Musk's door, be like $5.
This podcast is brought to you by Golden Acre Home and Garden. Find seasonal inspiration for your home and garden in Calgary, Alberta year-round. Visit goldenacre.ca. The comments and opinions expressed by the Helpful Gardeners on this show are our own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Golden Acre Home and Garden. For more information on everything we covered today and to leave us a voice note, visit goldenacre.ca/podcast. The Helpful Gardeners are on Instagram at The Helpful Gardeners Pod. Keep on growing, gardeners!